YouTube, we are here with a new sort of series that I want to start doing, a weekly series where I just cover everything that's happened in Duel Links in the week, like any special events, for instance, like we just had the ban list. Yeah, just give my thoughts on what's happened. I'll also include a segment where I give like a card of the week that I think like a standout card that has performed well, or maybe like just a weird card that wouldn't normally see play but is for some reason, and then end it off with just like a tier list. Yeah, let's get right into it. So we obviously, the big thing, had a ban list earlier in the week. It was a pretty significant ban list, I think. I'll cut to the chase, didn't hit Orcust as much as a lot of people were hoping. The deck is still very playable. So yeah, some of the important hits: Mermaid ban, obviously very good. Farfa to 1, just switching up the BAs is pretty interesting to keep BA playable, but nerf its specific package in any other deck that would play it, using Beatrice as a rank 6 engine. Scrap Recycler to 3 is funny. The Goki unlimits were unexpected and unnecessary, I think. And that's the important stuff out the way, I think. Nothing else really matters a lot on this ban list. So yeah, let's cut to the card of the week. That is right, the card of the week is Orchestrated Babble. I really want to highlight this card. After the ban list, of course, this is probably the best way to play. I said probably, it's the only way to play Orcust. Like, to really use all the Orcust effects to their full extent. Orchestrated Babble, a very good card for the archetype. Unfortunately outshone by Nightmare Mermaid, obviously, before the ban list. Just allowing way more consistent plays in the Orcust builds. But now that that's gone, you have to settle with Orchestrated Babble. It's still a very good card. With the right setup, it allows you to get up to 3 negates, maybe even more, I don't know, with a Decode Talker. I just learned that the other day, that Decode Talker is not a once per turn negate. If you tribute the card that it points to and you put another one back after that, you can tribute that card again. So yeah, very good card if used correctly. In the correct build, that allows you to get out a bunch of negates and go through all your Orcust effects in the grave. Very strong card. Alright, and then we're just going to end it off with the tier lists. These are all the decks I currently feel are going to do anything within the coming week, with all the changes happening. It is a bit difficult. We've only had half a week, I would say, of tournament play to actually analyze all the decks and how they've settled down. Obviously, within half a week, they're not going to settle down very well. So there's still very likely chance that these are going to move around. But my initial thoughts are as follows. I think I'm just going to count this as any version of Orcust because we still don't know which is the best version. I'm going to put it in tier 2. It's performing really well. I just think it's overrepresented because people are trying to figure the deck out a lot more than any other deck, I would say. On the counter side, a deck that not a lot of people are trying out is Sulfur Chords. They did not get hit by the ban list at all. They were pretty good deck list before the ban list. But because of the lack of representation in this last week, I'm going to put them in tier 3 for now. I do think they're a good deck though. Next up, Odd Eyes. Also lacking in representation, not obviously as much as Sulfur Chords, but I thought a lot more people would be playing this deck. I definitely am going to be. I just have not had a lot of chance to play around with the new decks right now. I'm gonna put it in tier 2 for now. It's still a very good deck. It didn't really get touched at all by the ban list. Raid Raptors got their limit 3s all off. got there. Swallow's Nest Unlimited. That also buff Harpies, but that's not the point. Raid Raptors, I think, is in a pretty good spot. It's a little underrepresented, but the times that it is played, it performs very well, I think. I'm hesitant to put it in tier 2, just because of that lack of representation. So I'll put it at the top of tier 3. Because I think Odd Eye's PI is better than Orchest, just by a little bit. Then we got Rocket. It basically lost the limit 3. Still a really good deck. Backro's always going to be very good in this game. Tier 2. Next up, Speedroids. The best deck by far in this past week. It's won almost every single tournament. And if it hasn't won, it's come second or top 4 in, I would guess, all of the tournaments so far this week. Putting up by far the strongest results after the ban list. And last but not least, Trickstars also performing quite well. Actually, probably from all the results that I've seen, the second best performing deck. Just in pure placements. I want to put this in tier 2. Yeah, I think that is the tier list for now. Yeah, just very, very rough thoughts. Could very well change pretty easily with some more tournament results. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are there any other decks that aren't here that you think should be here? Are there any decks here that shouldn't be here? And yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.